everybody.
Morning.
Morning. Morning. My thought of the day title is authenticity, and I think about that a lot as it relates to the Homeboy Industries. And because really what happens here is very real and authentic, and transformation is palatable, and we feel it. And as an example, we're in December, and at the end of the year, you look back and have reflections. And I've been thinking about the past month of thoughts of the days, right, and how real the dialogue is. So I kind of written down some of the quotes I've remembered, and what to me what feels like it's real and authentic. And look, when we sing Happy Birthday, how excited we get. And last month we sang Happy Birthday to Doreen, she kind of ran around the pole. I mean, that excitement's real, right? And it was authentic. And when Kevin, Javier, and Gordon talk about bakery for the day, they get excited to talk about it. I mean, so those are real smiles. And last month in November, when the election was for us in Prop 47, and so we had Deborah make several announcements about signing up and being on the call campaign, and she really wanted that to happen. It was an authentic request for us to move it forward. Right? And so many more. And sometimes we're not so organized with thoughts of the day, so people got to do them without much notice. Right? And last month Hector did his thought of the day, and he had, with a minute's notice, he pulled out a poem. And for those of you here, it was a beautiful poem, and he spoke from the heart as to what that meant for him. So really, without preparation, he's been thinking about these issues on his own, and he pulled out something that was very meaningful to him. And I think about when Luis Perez does the thought of the day, and he was Luis here today, but Luis quotes himself a lot. But what that tells you is that he's confident in what he's saying, right? And that's a big part of what transformation is, being confident in yourself. Fabian does the thought of the day. I love Fabian's thought of the day. He talks about his dreams. He talks about his dreams where his ancestors, his father, is talking to him, and Fabian's able to interpret those dreams to move his life forward. Jose Ozuna has a great voice and thought of the day. He's clear. He's strong in his voice. And at the end of his stories, he's always humble and has a lot of humility. And that's a very real emotion that we need to take for ourselves. Where's Emily Tappan? Emily Tappan has such raw courage and simple messages that those are terrific thoughts of the day. And look, I can't name everybody, but there are so many great examples of thoughts of the day that are really real and courageous. So let me shift a little bit. Over the Thanksgiving weekend, I was rereading a book I read many years ago. It's called The Screw Tape Letters from C.S. Lewis, which is a famous Christian writer. And really, the theme of the book is it's a fiction book. It's about spirituality and religion. And really, the theme of the book is having a junior devil writing letters back and forth between a junior devil and his uncle, who it's like angels earning wings, but devils earning horns, right? What can a devil do to be a full devil in this world? And so essentially, what they try to do is they try to get the people who believe in God to not believe in God anymore and be fully engaged with Satan. So it's a nice sort of story, and it's done with tongue-in-cheek and some humor to it. But there was a quote in there as I was rereading it, and it's a quote that struck me, and kind of, to me, it relates about authenticity as well. And in the book, he was quoting another famous poet, a real poet, right? And here's the line. The poet Coleridge says that he did not pray with moving lips and bended knee, but merely composed his spirit to love and indulge in a sense of supplication, a vaguely devotional mood in which real concentration of will and intelligence have no part. So what's that really mean? So that's talking about that these two junior devils are going to take some guy who thinks he believes in God and thinks he's praying, but because he's not really doing the hard work of being on bended knee and saying the prayers and concentrating on it all, that if you just sort of sit back and vaguely think, well, I kind of believe what I'm doing is the right thing to do, you're not really making any effort. And I associate that with what we do here, because oftentimes it's easy to say, I want to change, I want to transform in our life, right? But the work is hard, right? And really what this place is about is hard work. It's hard work. It's authentic, real hard work to change your life. And this is a great community of kinship and compassion. The realness is there. But at the end of the day, I mean, we have real smiles, real laughter, real pain, and real sorrow. But transformation is about the hard work doing it each and every day. And so as I think more about Homeboy Industries, I encourage you all to keep doing that hard work and deal with the trauma that's been in your life, deal with the pain of the loss of family members, the disengagement of family members. That all is real stuff that has to be worked through. And that's why being authentic to who you are and do transformation is so very important. Lastly, in my job, I get to speak to a lot of visitors, and a lot of outside folks, a lot of supporters, people who donate money to Homeboy Industries. And I come away often very more inspired in talking to them. So I ask them, why Homeboy Industries? Why do they support us? Why do they help? And I come up with the sense, and I have this sense too, that there's a specialness that happens here at Homeboy Industries. This authenticity of transformation is unlike any other place, right? And so I think about it this way: when you go to a museum and you see a sculpture, right? You want to touch it, feel it. When you see a beautiful flower, you want to smell it. You want to use all your senses for it. In Homeboy Industries, people come in and take on the tours and want to talk to us because they kind of want to touch what this is about. They want to touch the realness of change, because so many people yearn for that as well. And so what I say is that we're a special place because of the realness and authenticity of our transformation. And I want to say thank you for letting me be a part of this community of realness and of good and of compassion. So thank you.